to Twitch. Alrighty. Morning, Deontay. Okay, let's get into the day trading part of today. So that's our limit down here on NQ. Looks like we don't have to worry about it CL or gold. Having pretty massive 5-minute candles so far. This last one was... Okay, I was like, that is not right. 200 points. So stops are probably going to be wider today. You get all my symbols together here. MGC. There we go. My indicators are not loading up, but I am guessing that we are full time from continuity to the downside on these. Guess we'll see here shortly. Everything breaking out of its orb to the upside so far. Don't know if I want to take any options on a Monday with inflated IV, but we'll see. I'm guessing it would be 0 days, although NVIDIA looks pretty decent to the upside. Just crazy. I don't know how I'm going to get into anything right now. 100-point stop right here would be the last 2-minute candles. Might just go ES and go wide stops, to be honest. I think M and Q would be pretty, even with a couple micros, would be pretty tough. I also don't want to buy into this previous resistance. All right, I like to see this big red candle. Let me see when the day is going to flip. So down to 100 here. Certainly willing to take that short. Minute and a half left on this 5-minute candle. All right, I'm willing to take a 2-2 rev here to the downside. I'll actually probably take it on a 1 minute and just expect that if it works out, it'll feed into the 5. So I'm watching the 1 on a different screen here. A lot of these look the same here. Boom, boom, boom. Question is if we go higher or if we make a lower high and then reverse. A lot of these looking the same. What is going on? Trading view being a little slow this morning. All right, taking a stab, 55.50. Gonna have to be 100 points. Minute 20 left on this inside bar on the 5. All right, inside bar put in. Now it has to break lower. This is a risky trade. Obviously above the daily, the day is green now. So this could very well just be a relief bounce, and it's looking like that's the case. All right, stopped out. I'm flipping long, 87. 87, 25, 100 points. Holding till 1R. 1R's hit for sure. Holy. 2R. 2R hit. That was a That was a 300.1 minute candle. Are you freaking kidding me? We might limit up. Trimming 320. Holy smokes. Stops up to current 1 minute low 547. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Holy moly. I am blown away. Next trim, 400 points. $400 hit. This is just mental. Following up to 810. I'm serious. We're going to limit up. 700 points hit. 7R. I haven't hit that in forever. These are with mini or micros, and I'm making more than I. Holy smokes. We just went up. Peak 870 points in 6 minutes, average of 125 per minute. Trailing up to 890. I probably will not take another futures trade this morning after that. I have never seen something like this before. And I've been trading for a good chunk of time. I'm on my last micro for probably just gonna. Well, actually, what is the shoot? I didn't even look at that. What is the limit up? Um, 418. All right, I'm just taking off here. 1,000 points. Haven't hit that. Spy 0 DTE, $100. Yeah, I haven't even looked at those. I'm in a state of shock right now. This is insane. What does a QQQ call look like right now? I mean, I literally have to switch to options. I just locked myself out. That's easily the best day of the year for me. Yeah, these are. Yeah, don't even touch the calls. Yeah, you're right, Deontay. $700 for or like Qs are 620 for an at the money, 650 for an at the money right now. Like my price range where I like to buy, which is like between $1, anywhere from like 75 cents to $1.50. That's 453. That's 20 points out of the money right now. Like, IWM more favorable? Man, I haven't looked at IWM. I know you trade it, Deontay. Yeah, I'd short the crap out of IWM right now. Even at low IV, IWM way cheaper. What's IWM at? I mean, honestly, I'd be looking at alts right now anyway, like the Mag 7, NVIDIA puts. Okay. Well, it looks like it's going to. I might try to short, get some puts, but I have to look at what the cost is right now. Yeah, these are super. Oh wait, I was looking up the wrong side of the chain for puts. Okay, they're still pretty expensive though. What am I targeting here? 86. If that breaks, 86. 86 at 213. I'll take it. NVIDIA 86 puts. Curling up a little bit on the video. Willing to average down on this. This is going to need to make a lower high. What's the lowest delta you trade? To be honest, man, I don't really look at Greeks that much. I mostly look at price. And I'm usually like, it depends, right? Because like Nvidia, it's going it's like one strike by one strike. So you kind of got to know the average move. For example, this morning's big move was 15 points. So a 10 point out of the money is very reachable. Usually I try to stick, but like for 0 days, I'll go to like 3 to 5 out of the money because obviously I want the delta ramp up. Where every point that it goes closer in the money, gamma adds to delta. I think I'm saying that right. Gamma adds to delta, delta gets bigger, and then the next point, gamma gets bigger, gamma gets added to delta, delta gets even bigger, until eventually you're so far in the money that it's a 1 delta. But yeah, I don't really look at the Greeks at all. Even on swings, I'm mostly looking at, like, the first step is to look at where my price target is, and then volume, and then how wide the spread is. Gee whiz. Here we go. Holy crap, Tesla's expensive right now. I gotta go like to 1.7. Yeah, I'm not gonna get Tesla. Holy crap. Like a 5 out of the money, 5 strikes is like $11. That's insane. Oh, tariff 90-day pause. Is that what caused it? Fake news on the 90-day. White House denying pause. Huh. Bezilla said PLTR halted. Why is that? Up? Oh, must have been up. Oh, PLTR just reopened? Bill Ackerman urging Trump to do it to avoid economic nuclear war. PLTR just reopened at 76.55. Hmm. You know, if nobody's going to die from it, I'm not going to complain about an economic nuclear war. I'd like to buy some stocks for cheap. As long as nobody dies and the retired get to live how they have been, you know, if all things are the same, let me get Apple for like $50. Is that too much for a fella to ask for? I'm 48. Fire sale's good for me. Yep. Yeah, I'm 26, so I'd like to get some good averages in that retirement portfolio. Gold looks like it's going to give out the floor here. Kids are 13 and 10. They will do just fine after this. Yep. We're in for a correction, that's for sure. I mean, I've kind of been calling it that this AI bubble is kind of, people might not see it as an AI bubble, but there was a lot of pricing into this thing from AI, I believe. White House tells CNBC 90-day pause on tariff is fake news. Dang. Been hoarding cash for them for just this day. Yeah. I mean, we kind of went over it. No, I haven't seen you chat much, so it's good to see you here. But we kind of went over it. And last week, I don't know if you were here, but this SPY chart looks toppy. Well, not so much anymore. Isn't it crazy to think that just 1 month ago this time SPY was at 600? Now we're at 500. Anyways, like you look at this chart, this is my swing swing setup here. We got some pivot machine guns to fill out. Billionaire Mindset Expo. I just want to say you're the GOAT. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, we haven't had a red year since the year after COVID, or I guess 22. But most years were green, right? I think if this year right now we're looking for an outside year, right? Like we are below the 50% line. We went 2 up. I'm going to share this to paper here. NVIDIA up 100. Up 100. Oh, the calls are up. You're up $100 on them. Yeah. I think it's feast or famine kind of. I'm going to take a trim 282. 28%. I think this easily, if this floor gives out, easily is in the money. I like little wins. So no, there's no problem with little wins as long as your losers are also little. You don't want little wins with big losers. I did swings. Small gains or big gains because they grow your account. Yeah, I have no problem with small gains. Like if it's a choppy day, I'll trim it 10%, no problem. My point is that you don't want small gains and big losers, right? I've kind of coined the phrase. I haven't heard anyone say it, so I'm going to take credit. If I have a 99% win rate and my last 1% trade that I lose blows my account, I have a 99% win rate and a blown account. So risk to reward goes hand in hand with win rate. So you can't have a 50% win rate and a 0.5 risk to reward, which means that your winners are half the size of your losers. You can't have a 50% win rate and a 0.5 risk to reward and be profitable. It's statistically impossible. So like, Noah was saying he likes small wins. Awesome. Like I said, no problem with that as long as your losers are the same size or smaller. And I think that goes with almost any trade, right? Like your losers, if you think that we're here to make money from winners, I think that's probably the wrong mindset. The right mindset is we're here to make sure that we're cutting our losers quickly and managing risk, because we have a profitable system, right? Once you have a profitable system, you no longer become a trader, you become a risk manager. You just hit enter and then you manage risk. You're not really, I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place with this train of thought, but I think the more that you trade, the more you are in the markets, you realize that this game is more about your ability to manage risk than it is your ability to enter a profitable trade. If you give me 4 trades and you coin flip them and you say ES is long, NQ is short, CL is long, gold is short, I bet I could find a way to manage risk to make that account profitable no matter what happens. And obviously some of that is technical analysis, but a lot of that's risk management. And I think that's the key here that I'm trying to say is, as long as your losers are controlled, like the winners will work themselves out. And then as you grow your account, you'll be able to let your winners run a little bit more. And then, you'll be able to eventually grow the account and buy multiple contracts or go lower in strike, buy even more contracts and trim and, yada, yada, yada. But the first step of all of this is you have to manage risk on a small level and make sure that your risk to reward is at least a 1. Barcode pattern, easy says. I'm shocked Apex isn't running a sale right now. I bet I got stopped out in a video. Not yet. What is hood at? Oh, oh, that's a buy opportunity. All right, out NVIDIA. Can you look at IWM on the 5 minute 9:15 candle and let me know if that's your set? Do you mean 10? Like what time zone are you in? I'm assuming you mean that 10:15 candle for me Eastern. I'm in Central. Gotcha. So 10:15. Yeah, 212 down. The problem here is that you are against full time frame continuity. So you like I took that trade. Where am I? I think I took that trade short first, where I lost on. Yeah, I did on NQ, and I was expecting the daily open. I think it was right here. This 2-1. I was expecting this one to go two downs for this 2-2 rev. What the heck? What just happened to the? Did I really? Did they just shoot up? No. What was I in? 86s or 85s? 86s. Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't see that on my end. Did you get a good fill? It looks like that's what happened. Yeah, I got out at 219. No, there I wasn't in, but got filled at 4.6. That's a horrible fill. That's why you don't mark it in, folks. You can mark it out. I do. I don't know if most of that is because I don't want to get greedy over like a cent and then get filled at such a worse fill, but yeah, that's why you limit in, folks. I'm in central. It's the indecision candle and trading view lagging bad. Yeah, my trading view is lagging pretty bad today. Bounced right off NFP lows. All right. Well, I am probably done trading for the morning. I'll stick here till 11. See if anything last minute jumps out. But, I mean, definitely, no doubt, my best day of the year. Locked out of futures for the day. I have class tomorrow. So I'll be here Wednesday, Thursday. Yep. Um, and then next week it'll be my 2-day week. So Tuesday, Wednesday. And then reset with last week, which was Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I was like, why are my charts not moving? I'm in bar replay mode still. So I'd be looking short here. Pretty much under 910. Your risk to reward would be pretty solid. But like I said, I'm locked out, so and for the best. For options, probably same thing. I'd be looking downside before upside right now. I think this is just a relief bounce to find more liquidity before going shorter, but we will see. Alrighty. That is it for me. I love y'all. Incredible day on the future side. Obviously winning on the options side, and swings did really well. So I will see you here Wednesday. I'll be in chats if you need me. Please reach out. Shoot me a DM if you need me directly. Otherwise, just shoot me a message in your chat if it's something, related to a trade or anything like that. Alrighty. I love y'all. I'll see you all Wednesday. Have a good day.